And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, as they say, if you drew it up, you couldn't have drawn it a whole lot better. That's exactly how you want to start the game. Excellent momentum off the opening kickoff.
Jackson looking to throw right away. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, if they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Going right side here, and that's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Vic to throw on 4th down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Up the middle, Ingram. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Vic now from the 50. On the check down, it's Ingram. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now here's Vic. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Vic readies to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 6 yards away. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. And I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs. When necessary, they help get him out of trouble.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is the Hall of Famer, Dave Casper. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Trey Hendrickson, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Jackson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long. Kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. It gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He's got a man. It's the tight end, Casper. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Off the draw, it's Dickerson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now. His pass caught at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Succa. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Vick. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Michael Vick. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tackles. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me...
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines going for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. He'll take this to the 46. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
From the gun, Vick. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Vick to throw it. He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. From the red zone now, Vick. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram taking it in from from 7 yards away. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. He gets this one to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jackson. This is Casper catching it out right. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, so far, a little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to them, and it's paying off.
Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Inside give to Dickerson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the Hall of Famer Casper. And he'll get nothing out of that one. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. Second and 10. Throwing, Jackson. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll try to run for it here with Dickerson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point try now for Suckup. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock.
Let's go now.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Well, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And off we go from Denver. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
This is brought in by Casper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Fitzpatrick to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Gardner. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
They just get the play off. Now Fitzpatrick. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bats will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now here's Vick. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Vick. And this is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Vick readies to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Saints are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Fitzpatrick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gardner. On the move past the 40. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 7-7, our score after one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bats have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Running right, this is Ingram. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw, Vick. That's going to be caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. But between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Vick on the sneak, and I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Calling no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Ingram will score. Touchdown, New Orleans. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line. Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout. An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction? Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%. There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued. Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock. Throwing, Vick. going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And again, it's Ingram. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
In a game like this, you're fighting, you're scratching, you're clawing, you're hammering away. That return has the feel of maybe cracking the rock and giving them a chance to get a big-time advantage.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the 2nd half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Vic to throw on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And this is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got to move him downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And it ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Back to it after the pick six, Fitzpatrick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
the coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We will start this challenge in the first quarter with less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the football on their own 45-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well. Skill position guys a chance to...
The Titans offense set to go on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Third and long. It's Tannehill. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, the Titans will turn it over to their punter since 2009, and that's Brett Kern. Fielded just inside the 20. And just like that, another Ultimate Challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. He finds his man complete. That's Phillips. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Well, you came up short in this one, but no worries. Select replay challenge and go get that win. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They've got up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. But your opponent has driven down to your 25 as we get set here, 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And his pass incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And for the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, the 20, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
No doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He'll swing that out, complete to McFarland. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because
he's got it at the 15. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cortland Sutton, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
We will begin this challenge in the 3rd quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball right at midfield. 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw it is Locke. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. A lot of ground to cover here for Locke and the Seahawks. 3rd and long after that sack. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.